brief summary of the match from your perspective?
Yeah, the start of the match is really in conjunction with the Kwanda injury, not being able to make the defensive actions and consequently going 1-0 down. Yes, we had to take him off to be able to then bring in Mabaso, who had a fantastic game and stabilized us on that side. Once we went the goal behind, that was then the Orlando Pirates we wanted to see, dominating the ball, building up through the phases, being able to create chances. Was really 1-1 at the halftime break. Could have been more. But yeah, that was a really good reaction from the team after, of course, knowing that how many games we've played now in this short period of time, not rotating the squad much. And then the second half, yeah, good in terms of happy for Pepro to be able to, with his movement, with his focal point, creating moments for us. Yeah, we should kill the game off with a Chukamanja chance to kill it off with a 3, with a fortune chance to make it maybe 4. But okay, they had moments where our legs, our fatigue really crept in. But that spirit, that togetherness, what we've developed in the camp over this period, a big thank you for management. Since the COVID variant has taken over, we went into a bubble, we went into this camp, and yeah, you could see that togetherness, the fighting spirit towards the end to be able to not get the third and fourth goal, what would have been perfect, but okay, we hung on to get the vital 3 points to end the year on a good note.
Thank you, Sistandi. Evening, coach, and congratulations. I think you did mention it. Your players who were on long-term injuries are back, and we can see the difference with Lodge. We saw Lepasa today. Even Tyson made a return. Even Mayela. How much of a confidence booster to the squad, the return of these key players? Thank you.
Yeah, it's a huge boost. We're not coaches to really complain about players that are not available, but it's been a tough period where any team where you have 7 of your starting lineup players not available, and on top of that your front 3 of Lepasa, Lodge, Pule, where your creativity, where your key passes, where your assists, goals come from. Yeah, there are a lot of matches what we draw with really creating opportunities to be able to win, and yeah, that's 8 to 10 points out of those draws, those 5 draws that we definitely should have won. We're not complaining. The players are back, and Pule Ofori will be back as well in the new year. So we'll have a full squad ready to first take a break. Credit to the squad that came in and really creating competition, players that came and did the job. But now the competition starts where everybody's back, and yeah, the performance level will determine which player is on the pitch in the second round.
Congratulations. Hi, Coach. Tashrik from Sport 24. Congratulations on the victory. You've been now with Orlando Pirates, I guess, for the entire year. So I'm glad that you're actually in the press conference, because you could give me, I guess, clarity and a clear view from your perspective as to how would you sum up 2021 for Orlando Pirates, you know, the first half of the year, including the second half of the year, with the many challenges that you guys had to face with Coach Sinbauer leaving as well, and then eventually you and Mandla taking over in a joint access. How would you sum the 2021 for Orlando Pirates?
Yeah, it's really tough period for the club in relation to injuries, really unusual injuries. Even in the Sinbauer era, I mean, there were a period where we played Lodge as a number 9, not really having strikers fit, strikers available. So we analyzed, of course, our injuries that we got in that period. That was the COVID period, and then started this season. This season, it was, if you say it couldn't happen again, it happened again, but this time with with a lot of surgeries. Lodge with his surgery, Mayela with his surgery, Lepasa still being out with his surgery, Ofori with his surgery, Pule then out for long term, not playing this year. So it's been a really tough period for the club, but we pull through. It's really important that we have a good preparation now in our 4 weeks, what we have to train before the Nedbank Cup game, to be able to get everybody on a level that can sustain us. We know it's again a tough schedule coming up, qualifying for the group stages, so it's a lot of traveling, again every 3 days. But we have the squad, we've gone through it. I think we're more resilient now as a team. Our preparation will be very important to sustain us over this period. But we've shown in adversity, a lot of players put up their hand to be able to be closer, and now to create that competition where you have the starting lineup and the second line not too far away. Well, the second line pushing the first lineup with these injuries that we had now, a lot of opportunity for players to come closer. So a tough period over this year, but we've pulled through. We can only look forward. We can only look onwards and upwards, and have the full strength squad back. It looks bright.
Good evening, everybody. Coach, thank you very much. In fact, I want to say congratulations, you guys. You're at position 2. And then I must say, today I really enjoyed Orlando Pirates game. It was a very beautiful game that we expect from Orlando Pirates. But I must say, having listened to you, having listened to Coach Mandla Ngazin, I always hear you guys talking about injuries and so on. Is it now the time that the technical squad, in terms of the fitness coaches, the physiotherapists, they need to be asked questions? Why are you having all these injuries? What is the problem? What's happening at Orlando Pirates?
It's not a blame game to say it's the medical team. We haven't had much muscle injuries this season. So it's been freak accident. Pule, of course, yes, Pule is a muscle injury, but he tore his quad at the Bafana camp training session over there. So Ofori fell a strange injury with his shoulder while on duty with the national team as well. Lodge, also a freak accident with his shoulder. Mayela had a bit of a growth in terms of his groin and had to operate, and so it's really not injuries where you can point at the medical team or the fitness team. It was really freak injuries. Really over this period we had, yes, with a number of games, with Collins with a minor muscle complication, Munari with a minor muscle complication, but no long-term injuries really. In terms of muscle non-contact, it's all contact freak injuries that happened over this 6 months since the start of the season.
Hi, Coach Fadlu, Lorenz here from Huddersfield Times. You've reiterated in many press conferences that the return of some players coming back from injury is going to be like new signings for the club. But obviously, as a technical team, you've worked with many of these players for a long time now. So, like when all the players come back, your Pules, your Lepasas, have you guys identified one area in the squad that does need beefing up, even when your returning players come back? Thank you.
Yeah, no, definitely. There are some areas internally, there are discussions in terms of those areas that what we need to strengthen. It showed now with Ofori being out for long, our front area in terms of attacking players, number 10s, with Pule, Lodge, with Collins Mahaka coming in, now just missing the last 3 matches. There are areas that we have identified, but that is discussions internally. You don't want to be, don't want to be quoting positions. But on the whole, there are departments that need a depth, quality in depth, to be able to sustain us where we know it's a period where it's traveling into CAF, it's group stages, it's every three days a match, and you don't want to rotate, you want to play the strongest team, but there are going to be these moments where another player comes in and you don't lose the structure, you don't lose the big dip in terms of a replacement. So of course we're always striving to be better and be stronger, and that is what we'll do.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Sis Thandi. Coach Fadlu, you've been at Pirates for a while now. I think you're the longest serving member in the technical team. You were there with Coach Micho, Rulani, Jay-Z, and now you're with Coach Mandla. On a personal note, how have you tracked your progress personally at Orlando Pirates and dealing with the pressure of coaching such a big team? Because I'm sure you've seen the highs are highs and the lows are really low, and especially the pressure from the fans to deliver something. Thank you.
Yeah, the pressure is always there. Being here at the club now for close to 3 years, it's a club now close to my heart. I've grown to love the club, be close to the club. It's probably the only club that will be so close to my heart in this moment with this 3 years. Yes, it's been a tough period coming close to winning the league with Coach Rulani and Coach Michu. A tough period with Coach Zimbabwe. He did extremely well under the circumstances with COVID and injuries, and now it's a rebuilding phase in relation to where we want to get to. We know over the 6 months and the amount of points that we wanted to collect in the 6 months has not really reached our target. But in relation to the circumstances we faced, we've overcome that period. And now we can only look forward and bring the club to where we know it has to be.
Okay, on that note, I believe we've reached the conclusion of our press conference. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen of the media, for your time and participation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.